We often consume news to keep up to date on current events and to understand what's going on in the world. However, reading, listening, or watching the news can actually have a number of negative effects if you let it. Therefore, in this video we look at the negative effects news can have on you. Number 1. News can mislead. When you follow the news, you can be intentionally or unintentionally led down a path on what you focus on and how you interpret a story. This can result in your opinion being heavily influenced without you being aware of it. For example, should where you get the news have specific agendas reporting the news? This is particularly common when you read news articles about politics or politicians, as it's inevitable that the views of the writer can influence you. And it may not even be the writer's fault, as it's incredibly difficult to remain objective when you're passionate about something. Number 2. News can be bad for your body. It might seem a fairly innocuous exercise to read or watch the news, but in reality it can have a negative effect on your health and body without you realizing it. This is because it constantly triggers the limbic system, which controls responses to emotions in the brain and can have serious effects on your health. The response is that cortisol is released, which in turn deregulates your immune system and inhibits the release of growth hormones that you need. Essentially, the news leaves you in a state of stress, and constant stress will have major impacts on your mental and physical health. Number 3. News is irrelevant. Following on from the previous point, the news that you consume can leave you in a state of stress, which in turn causes you to have a number of potential health issues. What makes this worse is that most of the news is irrelevant to you as an individual, meaning it has no direct bearing on you or your life. For example, you might hear about a tragic event, such as an accident where people passed away. And while it's obviously sad news and not something to take lightly at all, that piece of news doesn't serve you in any way and will lead you to reacting with stress, which in a life full of stress already is something you can do without. Number 4. News reduces concentration. When you need to think about something, you need to be concentrated on what you are working on, while news is designed to effectively distract you and take your attention. As news reduces concentration, it also reduces our comprehension or understanding about specific subjects we need to concentrate and learn. This is because it disrupts the process of moving short-term memory to long-term, helping our understanding of what it is we've learned. Studies have shown that even having a hyperlink in an article serves to be a distraction, as when we see the hyperlink we need to make a choice on whether or not to click, serving as a distraction in itself. Number 5. News is addictive. News stories are designed for us wanting to know how they progress, meaning as news stories develop, we want to know how they continue from what we last found. Now imagine this occurring with significant frequency, whereby we fill our heads with numerous ongoing stories related to a variety of areas and subjects. As we fill our heads with stories, we start feeling cravings of getting updates that are not only compelling, but extremely difficult to ignore. Meaning we actually become more addicted to bite-sized news feeds rather than being able to maintain concentration for prolonged periods of time. Do you keep up with the news? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe as we help you live life on your terms. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to ensure YouTube notifies you of the latest uploads. Thanks for watching.